Welcome back to Auto Street. Today we take a deep dive into what could be one of the most anticipated returns in the world of supercars, the 2026 Dodge Viper. Now I want to start with a caveat. As of now, Dodge hasn't officially confirmed a new Viper model, and much of what's being discussed is based on credible leaks, renderings, and insider rumors. But the excitement is real, and so let's explore what we know, what's speculated, and what this beast might bring to the road. Picture this, a low-slung, aggressive American muscle car reborn, a predator lying in wait. From the outside you'd see a long hood, wide stance, bulging fenders, sharp character lines, massive air intakes, and a rear wing that hints it's not here just for show. The styling draws inspiration from classic Viper cues: a menacing face, sculpted sides, and a sculptural rear diffuser. Renderings suggest full LED lighting, razor-thin DRLs, and possibly carbon fiber body panels to reduce weight and increase rigidity. Every surface seems to whisper performance. As you walk around it, you'll notice functional vents on the hood and fenders, large side scoops to feed air to the engine or brakes, and a rear diffuser and twin exhaust tips, or quad, depending on the trim. Wheel sizes are rumored to push toward 20 to 21 inches, with ultra-low profile tires wrapped around lightweight forged rims. Also expected are aggressive aero touches, a front splitter, dive planes, and maybe active aerodynamic elements that adapt to speed or drive mode. The overall silhouette is wide, low, and purposeful, never subtle. Stepping inside, the 2026 Viper is imagined with a driver-centric cockpit that fuses luxury, minimalism, and race car spirit. Think bolstered racing seats wrapped in Alcantara and premium leather with contrast stitching, possibly carbon fiber trim everywhere from the dashboard to door inserts, and exposed metal accents. The steering wheel could have paddle shifters, if there's an automatic or dual clutch version, or be a gated manual. Expect a digital instrument cluster tailored to performance driving, customizable so you can highlight boost, lap times, or G-forces. A central touchscreen for infotainment would likely support navigation, telemetry, and drive modes. They may include track-oriented display overlays that show boost, torque, and other performance metrics. Climate controls, minimal but functional, and perhaps even a small rear shelf or roll bar visibilities depending on whether it's a coupe or targa design. Sound insulation might be lighter than typical luxury cars to preserve engine roar and feedback. Under the hood is where the heart of this beast lies. According to multiple rumors, Dodge might go with a resurrected V10 updated, modernized, maybe with hybrid or forced induction support, or possibly a high-output V8 with twin turbos or superchargers. Some speculators peg figures around 850 horsepower in top versions. Videos and reviews floating online. For your audience, what to highlight in your video: walk-around shots of exterior elements, lights, vents, wheels, aero bits, interior close-ups, seats, steering wheel, dash, displays, engine bay, if available, driving footage, if any, overlays of performance specs, comparisons to rivals, and speculation versus confirmed info. Use cinematic B-roll, sound design, engine revs, intake, exhaust, graphical overlays of stats, 0 to 60, horsepower, torque, etc. And always call out which numbers are leaked or speculative versus which are confirmed by reputable sources. In closing, the 2026 Dodge Viper, if it comes to life, promises to resurrect one of America's most visceral supercar legends. With styling that pays tribute to its roots, interior features that blend race inspiration with modern tech, and performance that could rival the best in the world, it's a car that ignites imagination. Whether it will live up to the hype remains to be seen, but for now, it's a beast many of us hope becomes real. Thanks for watching on Auto Street. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss updates. Drop a comment: would you want the manual version, or prefer an automatic? And what price would you be willing to pay? See you in the next video. Suggest those power levels and performance numbers. This amount of power hints at 0 to 60 miles per hour times well under 3 seconds, and a top speed well north of 200 miles per hour. The powertrain is rumored to pair with either a manual transmission, for purists, or a dual-clutch automatic or automated manual for maximum shift speed. Rear-wheel drive layout is likely, possibly with electronic diff, torque vectoring, and advanced traction control to keep that power in check. Suspension would be adaptive and track-tuned adjustable dampers, possibly height and stiffness modes, and brakes that are carbon ceramic or equivalent to handle the loads. On performance, if the rumors are accurate, this car would go toe-to-toe with top supercars. 0 to 60 miles per hour in something like 2.5 seconds or slightly below, quarter-mile times in the low 9s, and lateral grip numbers pushing 1.2 G or more. The combination of a lightweight structure, optimized aerodynamics, and raw power would make it a track monster and a street terror. Some renderings and speculative commentary even suggest this Viper could aim to challenge or displace models like the Corvette ZR1 or similar top-tier competitors. Bear in mind that until Dodge confirms, these remain best guesses. Now let's talk pricing, which is probably the trickiest. Because the 2026 model is not confirmed officially, any price tags published currently are speculative. Some concept renders suggest it could land in the high six-figure range, especially for premium or limited editions. Given the power, materials, and heritage, a base version might start somewhere between $200,000 to $300,000 USD, or even more in special trims. Higher trims or track-focused variants with more power or carbon fiber bits could push that further. For context, earlier Vipers, before their discontinuation, sat in the $90,000 to $120,000 range for mainstream versions. But this new design and performance level is a different era altogether. As for trims, you can expect a base street model, then more aggressive variants, call them SRT or ACR type versions, tuned purely for track performance, with lighter weight, upgraded aero, stiffer suspension, and more extreme engine calibrations. Options likely include carbon package, lightweight wheels, track tires, even optional roll cages or data logging systems. Now, what works, and what might be concerns? The strengths are obvious: heritage, raw appeal, emotional connection with enthusiasts, striking looks, and if the power and dynamics deliver, it could be a halo car for Dodge's performance image. The potential drawbacks: fuel efficiency will suffer, servicing and parts, especially for a niche high-performance vehicle, will be expensive. Managing heat and drivability in everyday use could be a challenge. Also, in many markets, emissions and regulatory constraints might complicate or limit certain engine options. That said, if Dodge handles it well, it could hit a sweet spot between usable and extreme.